Hi, welcome back to another episode of Behind the Seams with WeGotEm Tees. Today we have a special guest, my mother, also the original founder of the business. And so we're going to find out some fun stuff today about the early days of WeGotEm Tees. So this will be super fun. So for everybody who doesn't know you so much, tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do right now.
Well, I kind of oversee the Upland store. Kind of try and keep things running as smoothly as possible.
Yep.
And just enjoy being there and seeing the kids and being part of their story.
Yeah. That's true. When did you first start WeGotEm Tees?
1984, when you were 10 years old.
I was 10 years old, yeah. 1984. I do remember it. These are good questions. What inspired you to start it? Like what happened?
Well, you and your sister were in a lot of sports at that time, and it was good to have a little bit of extra
money
income to support all those things. And just kind of happened. It just kind of flowed into us getting the business. We were what we called jobbing it out at the time. And the person we would
So you would get orders and then somebody else would actually do the decorating.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then that particular company didn't want to do it anymore and offered it to us for an incredible price at the time. And we kind of, Dad and I talked about it and we went, let's do it.
Let's do it. Yeah. And you had no clue what you were doing either.
No. Dad had a little bit of background from his business, from the companies he had worked for. But other than that,
you had to learn everything too.
I had to learn everything from scratch, just like you have had to.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had to learn everything from scratch on the embroidery side.
Right.
But, back when you were doing it, it was just screen printing.
Correct.
And you had to learn everything from scratch back then. And this was in 1984. Things are definitely different now.
Very different.
Did you ever imagine that this business would still be around 40 years later?
No. And I never in my wildest dream expected you and George to take it to the heights that you have. And how proud I am, sorry.
It's okay.
Of you and George, what you have done with this, to carry this on. It's like a true legacy.
It really is.
And
this little tiny thing that you and Dad went for 40 years ago, it changed.
In our garage. And kind of converted a bathroom into a dark room originally.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. It was crazy.
And then
we had a little hallway bathroom.
Yes,
and we converted it into a dark room, and it was crazy that we used every nook and cranny of the house to figure out a way to run the business.
And then eventually we did get a larger dark room, and we made a larger closet.
Yeah. We kind of built things out.
A much bigger dark room. But we had, those were back in the days when we had to, well, they still do it this way, coat screens, burn screens. Yep. Quite a process.
All in our backyard, our garage, and the bathroom. Yep. And I'm sure there's people who still do it that way, like when they start their business. And I think, for me, it's one of those things that, I was 10. So Heather and I both, we just kind of grew up with it around.
Right.
And we would help a little here and there. We would help you out. I never thought I would be doing this.
Oh, I remember you both saying, I don't want anything to do with this.
Nothing.
I don't want this.
No, I know.
And then back in
crazy.
2004 when we decided
Oh, no, I think it was more like 2001 because Jordy was born.
No, 2004 was when we moved to Baldy.
Oh, was it 2004? Okay. I thought, so Jordy was a couple years old then.
He's still a little baby.
Yeah, he was little. That's right. That's right. Okay, so we kind of talked a little bit about what the business looked like in those super early years, basically out of our house. What kind of services did you offer in the very beginning?
Just screen printing, mainly to local sports, softball, definitely your swim team.
Swim teams.
And just some businesses.
I think we did a little bit of vinyl heat press too, right?
Yes, we did do that. So especially with the numbers, that was all done
vinyl
at that time, ordering everything from stalls at that time. And then eventually we did pick up some embroidery work, but that again was farmed out to an embroidery source. I didn't have any of those.
Right.
You know, any of that equipment like you do.
Right. So you just had somebody else do that. I do remember that too. Did you ever think about quitting?
No.
Really?
No.
You never thought, not until you finally decide. And I mean, really the reason you walked away from it is because you guys moved from the house we were running it out of into the mountains where there just wasn't the space.
Correct.
So you had to kind of make a decision at that point what you were going to do with it.
That's right.
Yeah. But you never, the whole time you never ever thought about, I just don't want to do this.
No, I met lots of great people that I still have relationships with, and through the years, after we moved up to Baldy, I ran into a lady up there that had no idea that she lived up there, but I had done shirts for her.
How funny.
For years and years.
Yeah.
So it just gave us lots of relationships, just like your experience.
Right.
When you go to the store or just around town.
Well, I think it plugs you into your community.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And I think fundamentally people want to be part of their community. And so when you're offering a service that, you know, is part of the community, it really does just naturally plug you into the community that you live in. You know, I for sure feel that. What was the biggest challenge starting a business as a woman in the 80s?
Ooh.
Like, did you ever feel like, because I mean, nowadays the business it's very male oriented, male dominated, screen printing, that business is. Was it back then? Like your competitors?
Yes, primarily, now that I'm thinking back on it. Because the source that I had was a father and son.
Yeah.
And originally I had worked for somebody, and I think they're still in business. It might be the next generation that might have taken it over. But that was male dominant.
Was it something you didn't even really think about?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, in our household, we were girls.
Yeah, it was a bunch of girls. It was we can do it.
I mean, our dogs were girls.
Yeah.
Was girls,
Yeah. It just wasn't even something you thought about.
No.
Yeah. No. Sometimes I think that's better. It's like, you know, we overthink it sometimes, you know. What's something people today would never believe about running a business back then?
That you can make it. That you can
without
be
a
successful.
Computer. We didn't have a computer in the beginning.
No, we didn't have computers.
Not even a computer. How did you invoice people back then? Did you like handwrite invoices? Wow.
Handwrite.
Like just on like a receipt thing or whatever.
Yeah,
I remember you getting your first computer and doing invoices on the computer, and it was like, oh, Mom has a computer.
I know.
It was a big deal.
I felt really special. I felt high tech.
Right.
And it was like,
and all you were doing with that computer was creating invoices. Exactly. Maybe an email or two.
Yeah.
Maybe not even that.
No, I don't think we even had email.
No, because we didn't have internet.
Yeah, because up there, internet was awful.
I know.
Even when we first got it.
Yeah.
You had to be in a certain corner of the house.
I never thought about that. Like, you really gave people invoices just on a paper sheet.
Handwrite them.
Wow.
You used to be able to buy invoice books. And they were like what you print out now.
Right.
But they would have our company name would be on it, the customer's name, and what they purchased.
Yeah, and then a copy for you and a copy for them.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Just like what we use for, like if we write for cash right now.
Right.
Have a duplicate copy.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. What do you think some of the biggest milestones have been over the years? Like, even from when you were having it. Like, what do you think was like...
Well, I would say for sure the computer coming into the industry. That was huge.
Big deal. Yeah.
Just all the automation. The automation, because everything I done...
Was by hand. Yeah.
All the screening. I remember working 24 hours once just to get a job out. Working it through the night because we had that commitment.
It is very different now.
Very different. Now, are there still old school people out there? Probably.
Yeah.
But I would bet for the most part, a lot of it's automated.
I mean, we were developing films with like photochemicals.
Exactly.
Like nowadays you just print the films using a printer. You know what I mean?
Right.
We had to develop the films in chemicals.
In the chemicals. And remember, Heather would go into the bathroom,
right,
and we'd have film strips.
Yeah.
With all the fonts on it.
Yeah.
And she'd have to do one letter at a time.
I did that too, and it was terrible. That was terrible because you missed up one letter and you had to start from scratch.
Thing all over again.
Yeah, it was.
It was not deleting it and correcting it.
No. Totally by hand. What's something people today would never believe about running the business back then? Probably just some of that stuff, huh? Like how manual it was.
Time consuming.
Very
time consuming. We couldn't produce what you could produce today.
No way.
I mean, because the automation has just
and even the screen printing presses nowadays, you can get those even automated.
Yes,
you know what I
mean. Even the little ones.
Yeah. So I mean, back when we were doing it was a 5-color manual press, and you had to pull and push the ink, and that was really the only option.
Yeah, and buying all the ink.
Yeah,
having cans and cans of different color inks.
Yeah, they still have to do that, but it definitely has changed for sure. What do you think the apparel business has changed since the beginning? Like, do you feel like we have more options?
Oh, for sure, yes. Okay. Yes, there was just mainly the basic t-shirt. Not the colors that we offer today.
Yeah.
No, so
garment choices is so different.
Yes, and that industry has changed. I mean, even when we go to stores these days to buy our own clothing, you see the different
materials, different types. I think so too. It's so different. What do you think your proudest moment when you were the owner?
Oh gosh. Ooh.
What do you think?
I think for me. When I did decide to give it up back in 2004, that you were willing to take it to the next step and move forward with it and learn a lot more things than I ever would have imagined in my lifetime.
Yeah.
So for me, that was...
They were proud then.
Proud, for sure.
That was a big moment, for sure. Were there ever moments before I took it over that you thought like it wouldn't survive, like it wasn't making money, it didn't make sense? Like, were there ever any of those moments?
No, I never ever did have any of those moments, because every year, just like your experience, there was money that was made, and it grew a little bit more, and eventually it started off with just, because you were in softball at the time, started off, that was our huge first big order. I remember that. Which we messed up royally and had to reorder. Probably didn't make a lot of money on that.
Right. You never do. Your first big order, you never make a lot of money because you'll mess up. Yeah.
We made so many mistakes.
Right.
But then, I get in the schools and just things just evolved. And I think because of the name we had, we were kind of unique, and people wanted to know more about what we were. This name about.
How did you guys come up with that name?
You want it? We got 'em.
Way back then. Yes. That's funny. Who came up with that name? Who do you think? Do you remember?
I don't know if it was me. I don't remember that. It was just something that evolved and was.
Well, and I think I remember like when we decided we were going to take the business, that was a discussion that George and I had. Like, are we going to keep the name? Like, because you were really at the time just giving us the equipment.
Correct.
We live in a different area than you. So really maintaining the customer was going to be a little difficult.
Right.
So we knew we were going to have to go and get our own customers. And so was it worth it to rebrand it and try a new name or anything like that? Right. And we were like, no, it's a good name. It makes people ask questions.
It did.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it worked, because people wanted to know. Because WeGotEm doesn't really say a whole lot.
No. What kept you going through, like, the difficult times? It's like, you know, you mess up an order and you know, there's some times. I remember there's some frustrating time. What keeps you doing it? What kept you doing it?
The customers, because you have a commitment.
Yeah.
And commitments in our family are important.
Matter.
And I do not like to let people down.
Right.
And
so you just push through.
You just push through it.
Right.
And if you have to work 24 hours,
that's what you do.
You do it, and you catch up that sleep later on.
Yep. And I definitely learned that from you guys, which I still believe in today. Like, whatever our obligations are, we have to make it. It's a non-negotiable.
Right.
You have to make it happen, you know.
I agree.
When you decided to hand over the business to me, why? We kind of talked about that a little bit, but...
Well, it originally, Dad and I were moving, and we didn't have the space any longer. And
my sister and I had moved out. We were both married. So you basically decided to kind of downsize the house.
Correct.
Right.
And at the time, we had asked if you and Heather wanted to go into partnership, and Heather did not. And so that's when...
Heather said no, I said yes.
Yes.
Right.
And there was no more questions.
Yeah.
It just...
Yeah.
You just took it.
Yeah, I think when you guys were moving, you kind of just knew that you didn't have the space for the equipment.
Right.
And before you just kind of tossed it or gave it to somebody else, you asked if Heather and I
wanted to do it, carry it on, do whatever. You know, even if you hadn't grown it to where it is today, it would have still been a nice little pocket money.
Right.
Business.
Well, and it was for a long time for me.
Yes, exactly. Because the same for you. You had children in sports and everything else, and you could be home with them. But
I
you
still
could
got
also
to make a little bit of money.
Income
to
support that.
Yeah, it worked for me the same way it worked for you for many, many years.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I mean, I know for me, I was grateful for that I got to be home with the kids.
Yes.
I got to go to all their soccer games and pick them up from school and drop them off. But I still had the opportunity to make a little bit of money to help my household.
Exactly.
You know.
And for me, that was important because, as you recall, Dad traveled a lot. So I needed to be there
home
for you girls.
Yeah.
So that was very important.
Yeah. And I think it was maybe easier for me, too, because it's what I saw.
Exactly.
It's what I saw growing up. So, like, emulating that was easy. It's just what I knew, you know. And I knew it worked, you know. Was it difficult to let it go?
No, because I knew that you would love it.
You never, you never missed it?
No, I never missed it. And then, because at that time, I started that new job down at the school.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Proctorton at the school, and I just, that kind of filled my empty spot.
Yeah.
It was only 3 hours a day. It was what I was looking for at that time. And then...
Kept you busy.
Yeah.
Right. What were you hoping I would do with the company? Did you kind of think I would just do the same thing that you had done?
Yes and no, a little bit of both, because only because I know how driven you are, because you're so much like your dad, and how driven George is, that I knew that it would be successful and probably greater than whatever my expectations had ever been.
Looking back after, like, George and I took over the business, what do you think what was the thing where you went, wow, like, they're doing something more?
When you bought your embroidery equipment.
When I bought the embroidery machines.
Yes, and you called and you said, what should we do?
Right. George just bought embroidery machines. And now we don't know what we're doing.
And now we need a shop.
Right. Yes.
And we all kind of gathered and we started tearing down walls. And
right. And there we are.
Yes.
Yeah, and you were like, okay, wow, something different's happening here.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. What's one thing that I've done that surprised you?
Oh, gosh. So many. So many. You are an incredible businesswoman.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
Incredible.
Thank you, Mom.
And just the way that you approach things when it's difficult,
Mm-hmm.
and your kindness,
Mm-hmm.
always. Even when there's times that I know I can speak for myself, I've messed up on
Mm-hmm.
things for
Mm-hmm.
you, but you're always kind,
Mm-hmm.
and we move on.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. There's no point in dwelling in
No.
mistakes because we all do mess up.
Right.
I mean, I probably mess up more than anybody.
But I think that's important for people to know,
Mm-hmm.
that kindness
Mm-hmm.
makes you move on and be better.
It does. 100%.
The person that has failed themselves and failed you can learn from that and be so much better.
Yeah, because for me, it's always been that, like, if I have people that come into work and they're scared of messing up, number one, they're going to mess up more. If you're
Yes.
scared of messing up, you're going to mess up more. And number two, if you're scared, that's just an uncomfortable place to work.
Very
and I
much
just
so.
don't want people working in that kind of environment. And also, I feel like when you offer that grace to people when they mess up, they actually are more obligated to fix it.
For sure.
You know,
I agree.
if you're just like angry and terrible to them, all they do is really get mad at you. They
Yes.
don't look inward and say, okay, what can I do to really make a difference? So I just feel like, you know, it's you have a better chance of people doing better when you treat people with kindness.
Right, and that helps you have a more successful business.
It does ultimately, yeah, because they care. People don't want to mess up. You know what I mean?
But we're human.
Yeah, of course. And this is a custom apparel business. And any business that's custom, there's going to be mistakes.
Yes.
You know, because every single order is different. And we try our best, but that's impossible. To expect zero mistakes is never going to happen.
Right.
It's never going to happen. And I've always felt like I want customers, when we make a mistake as a whole, as WeGotEm Tees, when we make a mistake, I want customers to give us grace.
Yes.
So that means when my employees make a mistake, I'm required to give them grace. Do you know what I mean? Because if you want it, you have to be able to give it.
Oh, for sure.
You
I
know?
agree. And you know what? We have customers that do that too.
Oh, and most people do. If you're kind to them and you explain
Yes,
what happened
I
and
agree.
you're honest with them, most people have grace for
Yes.
you know? Especially if they actively know that you're trying to do the right thing,
Exactly.
you know? And I think that's important, you know? What do you think is what is it like working together, me and you, after all these years?
Sometimes it feels like a different role because you're, quote, the boss now.
Yeah. That's actually my next question. How have the roles changed since I became the owner?
Well, you're the boss.
Yeah, I'm the boss.
You're the big one, you know, up on the top here. But we have a really good balance, I feel, because during the days that I work and we communicate, that's work.
Yeah.
But then
You're still my mom.
yes,
Right.
But then we still have our family.
Yeah, and I think, and I don't know, for me it's really hasn't been a big deal.
No.
Because it doesn't matter if you're my mom or if you're my seamstress, you're still going to be treated the same, like
Exactly.
with respect and kindness.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that just makes it easier, you know, for sure. And everybody here treats me the same. Like I get the same kindness and respect from
All of your
all
employees.
of everybody.
Yes.
For sure. What's something people don't realize about working with family?
It's good and bad to it, but for us, I would say it's all good.
Yeah, I don't
Majority
think
of
it's been
good.
really hard, you know?
It hasn't been hard.
No, George is more difficult than you. He doesn't always do what I say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
That's a problem he has. He should just do what I say. Right, Allison? He should do what I say. Yeah. What is your favorite thing about coming to work? When you come to work, what's your favorite thing?
Oh, that I know I'm going to see some incredible students and families, and they're the best of the best.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Right?
You get to create things that, I'm doing things at my age that I thought I would never ever do.
Right.
And I have learned a lot in these last, 7 years?
It definitely keeps your brain like
Oh my gosh.
chugging along. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Dad and I just talked about this actually last week, that it's like, if I didn't have this,
Right.
I don't know what I would do.
Right.
It keeps my brain
Well, you'd
vital.
probably make him crazy.
Yeah.
Probably.
And I can only clean so much.
Right. This is a good one. What sacrifices did you make that I probably didn't either know about or appreciate as a kid?
Oh, gosh.
I know.
That's a tough one, babe. That is tough. Sacrifice. Well, I think as parents, you sacrifice every day for your children.
Yeah.
In small ways, big ways. Maybe when you guys were younger, we didn't do lots of vacations. Because when we didn't necessarily have the money to do it because of your sports and everything else. So,
those things.
yeah, those
Yeah.
things. We
I
did
think
some.
as me looking back as a mother, I think there's certain things that for me, my kids probably didn't realize that, I was up finishing a job or working really late or
early.
or, but I still stopped to make them breakfast, or I still stopped to take them to school, or for them it was just part of their routine, but they didn't know what else I was doing.
Well, right, and I remember now that we're talking about that, like when you guys started high school, okay, you can take the bus.
Right, and I was like, what?
Oh no, I'm not taking the bus.
Yeah, I hated the bus.
So I still drove you.
You did, yeah, because I didn't want to take the bus, and for me it's like, why is she being so terrible? Going to make me take the bus? I had no idea, like you just don't appreciate the amount of time out of the day that it takes taking your kids to school, bringing them home, and all of those things.
Yeah.
It's significant,
Very much.
for sure. Is there anything that you wish you would have done differently?
Are you talking about the business now?
Yeah, the business.
I don't think so. I think, I was very comfortable where we were because of the situation, that I could be there for you girls, and it just fit into our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So, no,
I don't think
would
it would have
say
changed
no.
anything. What values did you hope to teach me and my sister through the business?
Honesty. Kindness. Just to be good people.
Hardworking.
Hardworking.
I think we definitely learned that.
Both are. That's something I tell people every day, how truly hardworking both you and George and Heather and Henry.
Right.
Because of the backgrounds.
Yeah. And we all want to work hard.
Right.
If you could go back to 1984 and give yourself a piece of advice, what would it be?
What are you doing? Why are we taking on this? But it was the best thing we ever did.
Yeah.
I think because we had to make a decision so fast to purchase that equipment. If we
sometimes
had
it's better
more time
not
to think
to
about
think.
it, would
Right.
we have done it? I don't know.
Right.
But
is there any funny story from way back when that you can remember?
Funny story. Oh gosh. Ooh.
Anything?
About you?
No. About the business. There's plenty about me.
About the business, a funny story. There's got to be somewhere, but
none that you can.
I don't know. We'll try this. You might have to
cut and edit.
Yeah,
We'll see.
But we'll see. A lot of probably whoever's going to watch this will not remember, but his name was Tommy Davis. Baseball player for the Dodgers many, many, many decades ago. And he was part of the Boys and Girls Club, and he'd come to me and
He came to the house all the time.
Yes, and he'd want me to do one shirt.
Yeah.
Promised me that it was always
Going to be worth it.
and
Right.
it never was.
Never worth it.
I look back, and it doesn't sound like it's funny.
And that is still the case. People promise and they want one sample and it's going to be something, and then it's never, no, I shouldn't say never, but, people don't understand how much work it is to screen print one shirt.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of work.
Like you and Sarah were just, when in your session where you were talking about the process.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays there's so many other options with DTF and stuff like that, but back then, there just was no other way.
And I don't know that's necessarily funny, but I look back and I'm going, he kept coming back.
Yeah.
And...
yeah.
But it never came through, but he kept coming back for those one little samples.
Right. Silly. Okay, ready for our lightning round?
Sure.
Okay. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Morning or night owl?
Morning.
Favorite food?
Ooh, favorite food. I don't know. Lamb.
Lamb. You do like lamb. Favorite vacation?
Favorite one that Dad and I have done is... many with you and George. Our last one, which was our Christmas markets. Which is wonderful. Our Mediterranean cruise ones. And
too many to count.
Yeah, we've got many. We've been to way too many places.
Yeah. If you weren't in the custom apparel business, what career do you think you would have chosen?
Well, when I was a teenager, well, that's a long, long time ago, I wanted to be a hairdresser.
Oh, I could see that, Mom. I could see that. What's one word that you would describe me as a business owner?
I think I've already said a lot of that, but kindness, honesty, truthfulness, just...
That's more than one.
I'm just doing it. That's my prerogative.
What do you think? What's one word you would use to describe WeGotEm Tees today?
Successful.
That's a good one. Okay, what do you hope people think of when they hear WeGotEm Tees?
Just one word?
Yeah. Or no, not just one word. Just what do you hope people think?
That we make dreams come true.
Okay. What legacy do you hope this business leaves behind after me?
Your children.
My kids. I hope so too. We'll see. We'll see if that happens, but I do hope so.
Yeah. My grandchildren.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the customers who have supported us over the last 4 decades?
Come check us out. We're still here. We're still growing, and we're still doing amazing stuff, even better than ever.
And thank you. Just thank you.
Yeah, thank you for supporting us and being that.
Yep. So anyways, that's it for my mom. But I just wanted to say just a few little words. Thank you for taking that risk way back then in 1984, because without you and Dad taking that risk in 1984, none of this would be possible. And because of that, mine and George's life has definitely changed, and we've been able to help change the lives of my kids and all the people that work here. So you and Dad were a big part of that. Thank you, Mom.
I love you.
I love you too. All right, that's it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time on Behind the Seams with WeGotEm Tees. Like, follow, and subscribe. All the links will be below, and we'll see you guys next time.